Hello, I'm Hal Ottaway with the Wichita Postcard Club, and it's time once again for a postcard of the week. This week, I want to show you a bird's eye view sort of postcard from Kingman, Arizona. I'm not sure where that's located, but it's an expansive area you can see from the postcard, and up from the bird's eye view, you get a chance to see these hundreds and hundreds of big airplanes that are parked there after the World War II. And these planes were returned to this area and, accounted for and everything. And then I believe that many, if not most of them, were salvaged, turning all of that metal back into something else for to be used again and to cast and work with steel and so forth. But this is and what made me think of this card as being kind of interesting is that for some weeks now, I've been watching a series on Apple TV called Masters of the Air. And I think you've probably, many of you have seen little shorts or articles in the newspaper and online and so forth talking about how accurate or what effort went to making this film and all of these segments that I've been watching so as accurate as they could, and down to the details interior of the airplane. And what they were talking about in that series were B-17 airplanes, also known as the Flying Fortress. And these were heavy bombers that were in usually, or many of parts of this program I watched were the 8th Air Force, uh, home there in England in various locations. And they would send bombing runs from England over to Germany and different points to bomb during the daytime. And then the British had similar bomb runs to other locations, and they tended to bomb after dark in nighttime. But it's a terrific story and lots of history and lots of drama and scary. And I highly recommend it. And I'm sure it'll be on DVD. And I would like to think maybe there'll be another season. I'm not sure about that. But I think there were 9 segments to this season for viewing, which were terribly interesting and so historical. And you just really got a feeling for the men who went up day after day on these bombing runs. Many of them didn't return. They would have, plane problems uh, with the shrapnel being sent up by guns and so forth down in Germany. But it was an interesting way to see and to learn more about that time period, and I certainly enjoyed it. And this is just a neat postcard, something that it just gives you an idea of the massive effort that was made not only to build these planes, but then to account for them and to eventually scrap them. Well, that's my postcard of the week for this time. And please join me again next week, and I'll have another one to share and maybe tell a little story about also. Thanks very much. Bye bye.